Hi, Kelvin. Congratulations on your first job offer or your second job offer, and you've accepted it. So, after the boot camp, so we would like to ask you to answer a few questions for prospective students that are considering studying to become a software developer. First of all, Kelvin, when did you decide to become a software developer, and what were your considerations, and when did you become interested in coding? Just give us a brief overview, and how did you decide about Code College? Just give us a brief overview of how it all started.
Okay. So I've always been interested in coding and software development, but I never got into it because I was going in an artsy direction. Um, and now when lockdown happened, I happened to come across a web development course on Udemy, started it. It was like, okay, I thought I was going to be bored, and I ended up really enjoying it. Um, After that, I started doing some research on places where I could pursue this newfound love of coding. Long story short, came across Code College. It's the one that really stood out to me, and yeah, decided to come here. Um, yeah, and it's been 6 months now. I accepted my job offer already before I finished the boot camp, finishing it now in December, and yeah.
Great. Okay, so can you tell prospective students what it is like to be on the bootcamp, the way of studying, and what can they expect? Is it like school, or is it a little bit different, like work? Please tell them a little bit more.
So it's similar in the sense that you get study material, obviously, but unlike school, there's no one there to spoon feed you or hold your hand. So you get the study material. It's up to you to go through it and do it. But if you get stuck on a problem or you get stuck somewhere, it's up to you to do research to figure it out. There are people to help you. You can ask your classmates. You can ask Arnold or someone. There's always someone ready to help, but it's really your job to do research and figure out your, like, not your problems. um, and it's also really practical, as in it's very job orientated. So you don't just come in, sit and study. Is you come in and you build apps, you build websites. It's very hands on.
Okay, and about the contents of the course, now you are going to be a Java developer because you finished the Java Bootcamp. Which modules did you like the most, or where did the penny start dropping, and which modules were nicer than the others? Can you tell us a bit more?
Yeah, so we did a lot. We did quite a bit. But I'd have to say my favorite modules were React, and now Spring Framework. It's Spring Framework is much harder than it's the hardest one I've been doing now, but I'm really starting to enjoy it. So I'd say my favorites were definitely React and Spring.
Okay, cool. That's great. And about the job interviews, when did you start going for job interviews in the boot camp?
Um, so it's I started going like close to the end of the boot camp. I'm at the end now, and I went now end of November before I started my final module, Spring. Yeah, so before I finished the boot camp, I went for my first interview.
And did you go for one or two interviews?
Only one.
Anyway, you didn't go for the other one even.
No, no, only
Was
the first one.
if you liked it. Okay, that's cool. Thank you so much, and congratulations, and we wish you all the success. What have you got anything you want to add to prospective guys that are considering coding as a career, or considering Code College as an institution?
What I'd say, especially for matrics or people who don't really like, they think they might want to go into it, but they're not sure yet. I would definitely say come do the intro to programming course here at Code College. It's not a big commitment, and then yeah, you'll definitely see if you like it or not. If you want to continue, if it's not really for you. So that's all I'd say is, if you're not completely sure yet, or if you are sure and you want to fast track your career into in this industry, definitely consider Code College.
Thanks a lot, Kelvin, and good luck for the future.
Thanks.